Hello everyone and welcome back. This is another journal to share with you today. Again, I'm not sure which ones of these three that are up today will be going into the Etsy shop, but I think at least two of them will be. This little book is one of the eclectic TNs. It's going to be called Fairy Dust. It's tied with this really pretty lilac silk chiffon ribbon, and the cover is made from Stamperia paper card. Really, it's doubled up. There is Tyvek in the middle, and there's also this fabric which hopefully will all help to strengthen the book and make it last. Oh, excuse me, chair's slipping backwards. So I've got a pocket here, tissue, Tim Holtz tissue wrap here just to take some of the whiteness away from the bottom here, but I wanted to leave the birds. I liked that. Flower fairy pocket and a botanical tag. I've stenciled on a few of the tags in this book. This magazine is covering up a photograph at the corner here. You might prefer to leave it like that. This little dangle is made, it's a little tiny flower fairy image put onto card, and then I've used glossy accents. And the magazine, or the article, is called What the Queen Needs for the Wounded. And I've put the rest of the article, or at least the follow-on, further into the book. It does cover a time when UK or England had, sorry, I can't get this in now, had, it was still the empire basically, so some of it reads a little bit inappropriately now. It doesn't feel quite right, but I liked the flowers. There's obviously a historical interest in that, and this particular occupation, they were trying to do their best, I guess. Ill-advised, but their best. It's a little snippet up there. More stenciling. This is from 1917, and in here I've got a botanical tag that I put together. This is a little pocket. I haven't put anything in there yet. I'll probably find something and pop it in there. And this little dangle was made by Carol from Oak House Journals. It's mine, or it was mine, and I was hoarding it because I love it, but it just went so prettily in this journal that I'm going to give it away or sell it. This is a pocket with a slender tag. This is from a book. In here we've got a document from 1909, maybe, no, 1911. A library card and a photograph that's been backed onto tea-dyed paper. This lovely iris image. This is masking paper with a little embossed fairy on it. Page from the fairy book. This is a magazine advertisement page from Good Housekeeping magazine in the 1920s, and what I call a scrappy journal card. This is a double pocket, but there's nothing in the pocket. This is a baby's pillowcase cut down, made in Portugal, and I'm pretty sure it's hand stitched. This is a book page with a snippet, some lace. Got a little tab on here, a napkin decoupage, a torn down page. This is 1928 ledger. I've reinforced the spine, but not this crease here, which is beginning to crack, so that may well break off eventually. In here I've got, this is from a French embroidery booklet, and a photograph of some rather well-to-do people enjoying their garden. The ones that built the empire. Flower fairy. I have got my dangle beads, the glass beads at the bottom here, but I've made it too short really. It does just hang out the bottom, but you could always cut these off and tie them elsewhere into the journal, onto the tabs, if that annoys you. Stenciling. This is a postcard from 2016, it's not 2000, 1916. A bit more napkin, some more ruffle. This is a bit more, little tab again on there. Flower fairy. This is a pocket made from an old document, and I've wrapped it round this page. So there's another vintage document in here. I don't think there's a date on there. And then the other side of the pillowcase, I've just turned this up and pinned it. I haven't put the charm on here yet, but I will do that. And this is glued on. This is the Made in Portugal label that was on the pillowcase. It's another photograph, a bit more of that magazine article. I've used this upside down just to add that little pop of colour and a little bit of a dangle here. Put a bow. I've wrapped an envelope around, looks like I've put two cards together, wrapped an envelope round, and there's a library card in that side and the cigarette album bit in there. This is from an old envelope. There's a snippet, another of those scrappy journal cards, and a fairy dangle. This is from the vintage Flower Fairy book. And this is the last bit of that pillowcase. And this is just a snippet thing that I made a little while ago. It's a paper clip, altered paper clip. And I just wanted something to go on this page because there was so much purple there. And that just finishes that off. So that's fairy dust. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.